one of the really cool things that these students will be able to do in future years as sixth graders is that they'll be able to try out for like honor bands. The reason I bring that up is we have a student in sixth grade who made one of the two types of honor bands you can try out for. One is like the honors jazz band at the district level, which is one of the first times we've ever had this, a sixth grader who tried out and made it. And unfortunately, he's not able to be with us tonight for reasons anyway, so he's not able to be with us tonight, but his Ben Fitzenreiter, sixth grade alto saxophone player, so I did want to make sure that I acknowledged him and his amazing efforts in being selected for that ensemble. Congratulations to Ben. So yeah, and the other sort of band that you can try out for is the ILMEA concert band, which that festival is going on this coming weekend, and we'll introduce a couple people involved with that in the next couple of bands. So this next song is sort of a programmatic piece. That's a sort of a song where the music kind of, it tells the story. You can kind of hear the story. It's kind of subtle. It's called Donut Factory. So just take yourself to the happy place. Of just watching donuts come down the conveyor belt, and just let it wash over. The magic of donuts. Forbidden. Before the sixth grade plays our last song. This song that they're going to play is one that we actually did during a summer camp. It's the first time we've done a summer camp, and for our fifth graders going into sixth grade. I'm pretty sure we're going to do another one this next year. I thought it went really well. And this song is a classic. It's one that pretty much all of our students have done normally in fifth grade. But given our situation, the best we could do was maybe play it as like DJ style. So, but we gave it to them, and they're just like, we got to do this. We got it. And I'm like, you got to do it. You got to play Let's Go Band at some point in your band career, and this is the time to do it. So that's right. 7th and 8th graders are like, yes. So it's the classic, stolen from the University of Michigan. It's Let's Go Band. so much. We're going to have a really quick changeover. I do apologize. I had meant to have like a thing you could scan out front. I so apologize. In your email, though, I sent a PDF of the program if you'd like to watch the program. I'm so sorry. It was one thing that fell apart at the very end when I was getting these guys ready. I was like, oh no, I forgot to post it. But if any of you need a program, just email me and I'll make sure you get one. But I did send one out to the email list earlier. So what we're going to do, we're going to have the 6th grade. We're going to go kind of clockwise. You're going to go off this way, and they're going to cycle on. The 7th grade is going to cycle on over there. So, and we'll be back with you in just a couple minutes. Thank you. Go ahead and why don't you go here? We don't need to go that far over.
What's the sun marker?
Well, Carlos is going to be the furthest over, so yeah, we'll go there. We'll go there.
What's the sun marker?
Go back. You'll figure it out. It's the same order we've been doing in band. Lighting visions and.
Don't say hurry up.
Well, let's have there. Off the next. Okay.
Hi, Sam. Hi. Wait, it's like that's
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, can you move over, Kate? Can you move over a little bit? Come to the restroom. We're good. It's all good. Here, let me stand there. You go. Take your time. One thing while we're getting ready, just a reminder, percussionists will need your help getting some of this stuff. The high schoolers were really nice. They helped get our stuff out here. A lot of this equipment, if we could get some help getting it back, especially percussionists, but really anybody who can help, that'd be great. Just for later so I don't forget. So. In the meantime, while they're getting ready, I'll talk a little bit. The Sycamore Music Boosters is a fantastic group. We're looking at having our fundraiser coming up soon, the A Note to Remember. Please stay tuned for more details about that. We may be looking for some help on some committees as far as talking to local businesses for donations, for decorating, for for food help. Just a number of different positions for that. So please be on the lookout for that. That said, I just want to thank each and every person who volunteered their time, or every child out there who volunteered their time to help make the craft fair amazingly just a wonderful wonderfully successful. I do want to take a second to thank Ms. Darcy Anderson, who I think is out there. She and Ms. Janelle Rovers helped spearhead that, and they did a fantastic job. Just to give you an idea of the scope of that festival, of that craft fair, we had like 6,300 people come through the first day. Just a whole lot of people coming into Sycamore and paying admission money and buying food, and vendors paying money for those booths. Allows these students to have so many opportunities, whether it's scholarships to camps, which we'll talk about in a little bit, whether it's new instruments that they wouldn't be able to afford otherwise, scholarship instruments for students who may not be able to afford them. Just so many things, awards at the middle school and the high school, uniforms at the high school. There's so many things that they help with, clinicians that we're going to be having in the coming year. So many things. The Sycamore Music Boosters, please stay tuned for more information about them. We're having a meeting on this Thursday in the library at 6 o'clock, in the high school library that is here. If you have questions about that, please see me. We'd love to get some middle school parents involved in that. Right now there's a lot of high school parents, and we want to get some new blood in there helping with that. So anyway, again, thanks to them. Again, thank you to Ms. Darcy Anderson out there for spearheading that. She did a fantastic job. Thank you. And now our first piece. I'm starting to like Brian Balmages quite a bit as a young composer. His song here is Colliding Visions. This next song, I don't know. This is a really fun song, a concert program, because I really liked all the pieces that we're playing for the 7th grade. This piece, Celtic Air and Dance, really features the whole band. It's a really beautiful song. It's one of the favorites of the various bands that have played this in the past. One of the few good things about the pandemic is it pretty much opened up everything that I ever wanted to program. It's like, okay, what are my favorite songs? We're going to program that. We're going to program Celtic Air. We're going to program Colliding Visions. We're going to do these songs that we haven't. That it doesn't matter if it's been 2 years or 5 years. We're doing it. So before I do that, I do want to recognize a couple of our students in this band. One of whom can't be here tonight, but a couple of students in this band who were selected for the ILMEA Honor Concert Band. That is a festival that's going on this Saturday at DeKalb High School. Which will culminate in a 3:30 p.m. concert. It's really exciting. These students had to put together their own video auditions, and go through the whole process and do all this stuff, do numerous takes, and then make it unlisted. It's a huge process now. And I'm just so glad at all the students that even auditioned for it. But I do want to take a second to acknowledge Evelyn Irwin, who can't be here tonight, and James McConkey. You can go ahead and stand up, James, for being selected for that organization. Okay, this is Celtic Air and Dance. when students get to seventh grade, it becomes a lot of fun to try to challenge them. This is a group that I could really challenge. And I was like, hey, what if we do a song that's in 5/4? Because usually you play songs that are in 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You play marches, they're in 1, 2. If you're doing a waltz, it's in 1, 2, 3. Not uncommon. 5/4, not so common. But in a lot of modern music, I listen to a lot of jazz, and there's a lot of modern jazz that's in 5/4. Actually, the song Take 5 was one of the first jazz songs that was in 5/4. I used to listen to a lot of Rush growing up. A lot of that's in 5/4 and 7/4. And this is a song that, you might not have thought of it, but it's in a meter of 5 as well. It's the theme from the movie the TV show Mission Impossible, which later became the movies. And so we're gonna take our attempt at it today. This is the theme from Mission Impossible. For the last 7th grade song, I was kind of pouring through my library and I was like, okay, let's do something that that gets the students to work on balance and blend and really tuneful, but yet, gets them used to watching better and lots of slowdowns and speed ups. And I was like, but then one day I was just like on a whim, I gave them this piece, which was one of the pieces that we did this past year. We had a pep band. I don't know how many of you remember, but like when we didn't have any school at all. And I think a lot of us music teachers were wondering, what are we gonna do? Like seriously, like right now we're just like I'm like recording all the parts to this music and I'm playing it again like a DJ, and begging them to practice along with me. And maybe if I'm lucky, they'll actually show their face on camera and not have some goofy icon or avatar. And I'm like, okay, how can we make a real how do we make a real music making experience? And so I put together this crazy idea of like having an outdoor pep band, which wasn't that crazy because, So anyway, we had that, and many of these students participated in that, and I'm so glad we did it because it really kind of brought us together at a time when there weren't many things that were able to bring us together as one musically. So this is a song. And there's some musical things. They got like quarter note triplets, and there's some retards, and there's some really cool musical stuff. Yeah. It's Seven Nation Army by White Stripes. Yes, a song of peace and love. Actually, it kind of is, because Seven Nation, as Mr. Goodman told me, is actually from when Jack White was young. He couldn't say Salvation Army, so he said Seven Nation, which sounds a lot more metal, you know, but it's, anyway. So, anyway, thank you. We're going to have the 7th grade take a seat and 8th grade come up on stage, so give me just a minute. Thank you very much.
I reckon I get it. I knew I'd get this seat. Sure, they get a slide profile.
Let me kind of get this situated. So, guys, okay. So we got, what, 5 in this room? We got 5 in this room?
Good evening, everyone. While they're getting situated, I just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself. I'm Mr. Goodman, and I'm a high school band director. That's one of the hats that I wear, but I also direct the middle school jazz band, and I also teach 5th grade lessons. So to the 6th graders, it's nice to see you in person for the first time, many of you. Hi, nice to see you. I missed you guys. It was so much fun working with you online, and you did an awesome job. For the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, as a middle school jazz band director, I want to mention to you that we are still looking for a few more trumpets and trombones for the middle school jazz band, and we've only had one rehearsal. So if you think you might be interested, please talk to Mr. Mertens. I would love to have a few more trumpets and trombones. We had a great first rehearsal. It was a blast. So I'm so glad to have you here. And then now, finally, to the 8th graders and the parents of 8th graders, I want to say thank you to those of you who participated with us at our little marching band event that we had in the fall. It was great to have some of you with us for that. Soon you will be getting information about the high school band program. And one of the things that we do to get started with is in January, we're going to have a basketball pep band event where we get to play some of those fun songs like Seven Nation Army and a pizza party with the high school band. So you get to meet those students, hang out with them, play the basketball game, have a really great time, and see some of the things that we do that maybe aren't normally what you would do in middle school. So we hope you will all take advantage of that and join us for that event. We'd love to have you for that. This is a great size group. I'm looking forward to hearing them because everybody's been awesome so far. It's been really great to hear people making music together. And we want you to be part of that high school band. We really do. You know, it's kind of like I have a teenager now, and I know what that's like. You know, I don't want to do anything. There's some of that happens sometimes. I have to tell you, if you talk to a student who's in high school band right now, and some of you have brothers and sisters that are in the high school band, or friends, there was I know some of those students were really nervous, especially this year, because they hadn't had a lot of band in person, and it has been amazing. The energy and enthusiasm, it is really cool, and even more than I expected, and I was nervous about it too. I don't normally get up here in heart to heart like this, but it was kind of scary, you know, starting this year, and we had an amazing time. And we're still doing some pep band stuff right now because our football team has been doing great. They may even end up in the state finals, and we'll be at that if they are. Yeah, yay for the football team. Woo-hoo. And I sit there, and you know, it was kind of cold outside on Saturday. We were at that game, like, oh, it's kind of cold out here. And I looked around, and everyone was having an awesome time. They were just, you know, enjoying being part of that. So if you want to be part of something that's really fun with kids who are 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, you got to come check it out. So much longer speech than I normally give, but stay tuned. We'll be getting some information about that pizza party and basketball game coming up soon because next thing you know, it'll be 2022. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Merton.
Thank you. We're going to do a really quick warm-up chorale, and then we'll be right back with you.
Okay, round number 3. I'm just going to play that and we kind of continue and listen.
What part do I play on Mozart? What do I play? Which part do I play on Mozart for outro?
Which way?
Like second or first?
First song we're going to do, I mean, you don't have to play this way if you don't want to. One, round number 1, 2, ready. So, flutes, can I hear your A? Can you hear the A all together? Ready? A. Okay, we're good with that.
Clarinet's gonna hear G, ready, and
Good. Saxophone, this is your concert A.
B or F sharp, ready, and
F.
ready, and
One moment, I need to do a little bit of tuning.
trumpets, can I hear you? Ready, and one more time, ready, and
Thank you. Now for the last third of our program is the 8th grade band. It's been really inspirational to work with them. The last few weeks, they've really kind of come together as a group. We have some people playing new instruments, like we have alto players that are now playing tenor. We have alto players now playing baritone sax. We now have baritone players playing tuba. And it's been really kind of fun to hear just kind of the harmonic palette of the group just kind of expand and become a really mature sounding group. This is an example of that. Hopefully this is On Wings of Eagles. This next piece we're going to do is sort of excerpts from one of Mozart's last symphonies. I believe his last symphony was the 41st symphony. This is the 40th. He was getting closer to the end of his life, and this song is sort of full of a lot of, this symphony is full of a lot of the pathos. It was one of his more mature works, and is one of his most popular symphonies, certainly. One that certainly stood the test of time. Before we play it, though, before we play the excerpts from Symphony Number 40, I do want to acknowledge we have 3 people on stage here who were selected for the ILMEA Honor District Honor Band that will be performing again at DeKalb High School this Saturday. On clarinet, we have 2 individuals. We have Gianna Huffstetler and we have Peyton Callwaite. And then in percussion, we have Mr. Noah Braddock back there. Percussion. Go ahead and stand up.
Do you want me on tenor or alto for Mozart?
Alto for the next 2.
We're working this out as we go. And then you might notice that I also put letters next to a number of the students who are participating in the jazz band. I just want to put another plug for that. It's one of the most fun things that I did when I was in school. I loved doing it. I ended up doing it in college, and then I ended up doing it later, and I'm still doing it. And it's kind of fun. I get to play jazz clubs now. Sometimes like dark saloons, but I also get to I get to play at like the Epiphany Center for the Arts in February. I'm getting to play at Fulton Street Collective in March. I'm playing at Cafe Coda also in February. Anyway, so I'll stop plugging my music site. Sorry about that. Anyway, but jazz it's just such a fun style of music. We still have some openings for that. If you have any curiosities, parents or students, please let me know. We still have some openings there. Okay, this is theme from Mozart Symphony Number 40. Part of being a band director is multitasking.
Multitasking.
So this next song, this is very much a Halloween-y sort of piece. I love doing these sorts of pieces during the fall. You know, nice sort of spooky songs. I often tell students that one of their jobs is to scare small children at concerts. So I'm hoping this does the job to a point. I don't want to overdo it, obviously, but just enough. I think, you know, it's healthy. It's good for them. Especially when music can do it. So let's see what we can do, guys. This is Shadows Unleashed.
Yeah, first for the next one. You're good. You're good. Go ahead and play a couple minutes.
You already scared it.
Go ahead and play a couple minutes. Is it on? Turn up all the way. All the way. I'll back you up.
Oh man, no one's crying. Darn it. Okay. Oh man. Okay. It's like a Dora the Explorer. Swipe or no swiping. Oh man. Okay. All right. Before I play our last tune, I just want to say what a joy, and I really, really, really mean it. All three of these groups, I completely enjoyed the experience. I think, you know, we as teachers have a little more perspective on what it is that we do, and I know I think it's been really productive for me, that aspect. That's really the only aspect, but I do no longer take for granted who I get to work with and some of the joy that I receive from working with them. So anyway, I just want to thank you for allowing me to work with your children. They have been fantastic this year. Please give them another round of applause, all three grades. I also want to thank some behind the scenes people here. Well, they're not that behind the scenes. They're out working with your children right now. Mrs. Christine Mertens, yes, she is my wife, and then Mr. Ken Goodman, who have been helping out tonight, making me sane. I'm glad you like them. Yes, thank you. So, I like them too. Okay, for our last piece, again, you know, playing movie music is fun. It's one of the things that I enjoyed very much about playing in band. And this is a song from, well, it's from the Avengers. This is from the Avengers movie. And it's, anyway, it's the Avengers.
Good job.
Really quickly, I just want to thank Noah Braddock for playing set on that one piece, and then Mr. Damon Mancias on the breeze. Mancias or Mancias? Correct me. He's like, yeah, it's me. Yeah. So Damon, I want to thank Damon on piano on the Shadows Unleashed. It scared even me. So thank you guys. If we can get some percussion help, getting some of this stuff back into the band room, that would be awesome. 8th graders, before you go, Ms. Mertens, do you want to take the 6th graders? Actually, they know where they're going. That's fine. So they have to go back into the band room. 7th graders, you have to get your stuff. Mr. Goodman will take you to get your stuff out of the locker room. Parents, if you can, I might recommend just waiting in here, actually, so that way we're not crowded into the hallway. And we'll send your children out to you here. Is that okay? I think that'd be the best way to handle it right now for that. Again, I want to thank you all for making music a priority in children's lives. Thank you so much. I love working with these guys. Have a great night. Have a safe ride home. Take care.